Give me a minute and I'll give you some good news from the Klivchizka area. This fella right here is the commander of forces in the region. And according to him, the fallback position that the Russians had fallen back to at the railroad tracks has now been overrun by the Ukrainians. And the Russians have been pushed farther back. This means that the Ukrainians are now on their way to full control of the heights overlooking the road to Bakhmut. This is the Southern Supply Road, a major logistical road for everybody that's in Bakhmut. And at this time, the Ukrainians have indirect fire control over that road. The Russians have stopped using it for resupply, and they expect to have full fire control over it and the surrounding logistics roads in the near term. Exerting that kind of fire control over the roads means that any reinforcements, any supplies to those troops at the contact line have to take these long 45-minute hour detours out of the way just to get there. Now, here's the thing. Ukrainian reconnaissance is watching that area. There are drones everywhere in the sky watching. That means that they have more time to call in artillery strikes on the Russians as they approach. This is not a good situation for them to be in. Not at all. And it means that all the resupply of troops and munitions coming from the south to Bakhmut have a long-ass way to go to get there now. This fella here, count another general, has disappeared. This is the Russian commander of forces in this area. And some guys showed up at his office yesterday and apparently dragged him out, and nobody's seen him since. He's been charged with, I guess, basically incompetence for having gotten everybody under his command unalived and loss of these critical towns. And so that's how the Russians reward you, you know? I just want to say, these maps are not my maps. This story is not my story. This story was reported by Reporting from Ukraine. And this kid does a great job, and I would not have this story without him. He's got a store, uasupporter.com. I am not affiliated with the store. I'm not affiliated with him. I don't get anything for this, but he's got a lot of great Ukrainian merchandise there, and his work deserves support. So uasupporter.com, and to Reporting from Ukraine, thanks for all you do.